Marty!
오,
He's back.
뛰어. 포스터. 걸어다니는.
Hoover 28. A chicken in every pot. How's that working out, Herbie?
뛰어. 왜 안 뛰어? 아이고, 이게 아니지. 까보자. 나머지 어딨지? 여기 있지? 들어가.
Hey, Doc. How's the room?
It's a little cleaner than I would have imagined for a Depression-era flophouse. How are your investigations going?
최악이에요.
I saw him.
Who?
My grandpa, on his streetcar for just a second. Doc, we gotta find him.
Why?
Trixie thinks she's got something that could put Kid away, but Artie's the only one who can tell her for sure. I guess he's kind of her tutor or something.
Ah, so that's the connection. When your grandfather disappeared from Hill Valley for 2 months, the bond between him and Miss Trotter was severed, eventually leading to a timeline in which Trixie lost the nerve to betray Tannen.
Yeah?
We've got to find your grandfather.
Doc, Parker's in worse shape than we thought. We've screwed up his life so bad he's been dumped by Jennifer's future grandmother.
Ah!
I know.
Marty, it's more important than ever that you get Officer Parker back on his destined path. If Jennifer never exists, then I'll never take you to 2015 to save your kids. Then old Biff will never—
Paradox City. Got it.
그걸 알면.
Where'd you park the DeLorean?
I hid it in the DeSoto lot. Nobody's buying cars these days, so it should be safe in there.
Why are Tannens always such jerks anyway?
It's hard to say. Rogue Neanderthal genes in their DNA, perhaps.
Okay, I better get back to fixing history.
Be careful, Marty.
파라독스 영상. 어떻게 찾냐? 찾았어. 저 누구야?
Donate to the Clock Tower Fund. What's wrong with the clock tower? It's not broken, is it?
Not in the slightest.
Whew.
It's just painfully drab. I'm raising funds to commission a sculptor to place a couple of handsome ornamental statues on either side of the clock face. Something to inspire the citizens to do their civic duty.
Something like lions?
Or gargoyles. You can't beat a good gargoyle.
별로 좋은 생각 같진 않은데. 멍멍이.
Sonny, you're just in time.
What's the story with the little car and all this equipment?
Einstein and I are conducting a few experiments with this 1/4 scale model to work out a few hitches in my planned demonstration at the Hill Valley Expo in a couple of months.
A radio-controlled car?
No. Well, yes, but it'll be so much more than that. It will amaze the world.
타임머신.
How have you been, Emmett? I know I haven't seen you in a couple of months.
I'm great, and I owe it all to you.
Really?
Yes. That argument I had with my father during our jet drill experiment gave me the incentive to finally quit that dreary court job. I've committed myself full-time to a life of science.
So, thanks for watching Einstein while I've been away.
It's been a pleasure. He's proven to be a surprisingly willing test subject. It's almost as if he's been working with me for years.
More like decades.
Aha! Got it!
Got what?
I'll show you. Ready to go, Einstein? Watch this!
뭐야.
When this baby hits 23 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious cow flop.
난다.
Einstein!
Oh,
Get him out of there!
not to worry. I've got a fail-safe eject mechanism around here someplace. See? Nothing to worry about.
Nothing.
오오오오오 아인슈타인. 떨어졌어.
I'll go see if I can find something to help. Or someone.
야 이거 어떻게 하냐? 하라고. 구해달라고 해야겠다 아인슈타인.
Hey, Doc, I could use a little help.
What's the problem?
Why didn't you tell me I'd run into your younger self tonight?
Because I don't remember being out here tonight. Clearly, your interactions with my younger self 2 months ago have slightly altered my personal timeline. I never have the nerve to perform public experiments like he's doing. No matter. Those experiments will be forgotten once I've seen Frankenstein.
Frankenstein?
Yes. Right now, my younger self is fiddling around down there with rocket propulsion systems for his demonstration at the expo.
The thing that'll kick off your scientific career.
Exactly. Now, the rockets are a horrible idea, and I'll soon realize that they'll never work. But eventually, I'll wander into that movie theater and see Frankenstein and clear my mind. I've kept the ticket stub from that movie in my wallet ever since. See?
Why?
Because it's during this movie that I'll have the inspiration for my breakthrough at the expo.
It doesn't have anything to do with reanimating the dead, does it?
Not the way you're thinking, no. But during that famous scene when Colin Clive turned the wheel that raised that shrouded figure into the tower and that bolt of lightning struck, well, let's just say more than one brain was reanimated that night.
아니 그게 아니라 지금
Doc, Parker's in worse shape than we thought. We've screwed up his life so bad he's been dumped by Jennifer's future
아이고 이거 했다는 말이에요.
I know.
Marty will never...
패러독스. 아인슈타인을
Emmett's
구해주세요.
not having much luck getting Einstein off the courthouse.
I'm not surprised. Einstein's a smart dog, but heights give him the willies.
What can we do?
I've got it.
What?
Just get my younger self distracted and I'll handle the rest.
오케이.
Hey, who did burn down Tannen's original speakeasy anyway?
I still don't know. I'd really like to find out before we go home.
아이고 그때 왜?
I never did get a straight answer about why he came back to 1931 in the first place.
It's, personal. When this is over, I'll tell you all about it.
I'm gonna hold you to that, you know. Can you explain all this? I'm confused.
It's very simple. In the original timeline, Timeline A, the speakeasy arsonist was never caught, creating one of Hill Valley's enduring historical mysteries.
Okay.
When I traveled back to 1931, I created Timeline B, in which I was misidentified as the arsonist and subsequently killed by Kid Tannen's goons. Einstein came with me, and somehow he ended up in the DeLorean when its failsafe mechanism triggered, sending it back to 1986.
Which is where I came in.
Precisely. You traveled back to June 14th, 1931, creating Timeline C, a world in which Carl Sagan wasn't rubbed out by Kid Tannen, but Arthur McFly was served with a subpoena.
And shot by Kid Tannen's goons.
Yes, so you jumped back in time 6 hours, creating Timeline D, saving your grandfather's life, but somehow preventing Kid Tannen from meeting his date with justice.
Which is why the Tannens were so powerful when we jumped back to 86.
So now we've returned to August of 1931, creating Timeline E, in which, fingers crossed, we'll send Tannen to prison where he belongs. Got it?
Sure.
Good.
One question.
What?
Can you explain all this? I'm confused.
맙소사 방금까지 총정리했는데 아직도 모르고 있다.
Okay,
타임라인
I better get back to fixing history.
A, B, C,
Be careful,
D를
Bob.
없애버릴 수 있는 방법은 없나? 아니 그니까 B, C, D, E 너무 많이 만들 맞다 영화가 아니야 극장 가서 티켓을 사야겠다.
Could Arthur be in there? It's way too dark and crowded for me to tell.
아 그래? 공원으로 가자. 여기다.
Don't worry, Emmett. I'm sure you'll get it right someday.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. Right now, I'm more concerned with Einstein.
이거 어떻게? 아.
Why don't you take a break from Einstein Patrol for a minute? Maybe go see a movie or something.
Thanks for the offer, Sonny. But once Emmett Lathrop Brown sets his mind on a task, nothing can distract him from his purpose. And right now, that purpose is rescuing your dog.
What went wrong with your rocket car?
I'm not entirely sure. As soon as we get Einstein down, I'm gonna go look for it.
그래, 그렇지.
What's up with you and Edna? A couple months ago, I could swear she was making goo-goo eyes at you.
That was before my father had her Stay Sober Society meeting thrown out of our house. Now she takes every opportunity she can get to snipe at me and my work. It's very distracting.
오,
Do you know anything about Officer Danny Parker?
My pop says he's a good cop when he's not drinking.
Good.
Of course, now I hear he drinks all the time.
어허.
You know anything about Trixie Trotter?
The songbird of the Sierras? The nightingale of the north? The floozy of the foothills? Never heard of her. Man, I've definitely never snuck into Tannen's speakeasy to listen to her.
불쌍한 것.
Have you seen that Frankenstein movie yet? I hear it's pretty inspirational.
Not yet. I've been so busy with my rocket car that I haven't found the time. But I'm planning on going tonight. At least I will once I get Einstein down.
아, 이거 어떻게 했냐?
So you're really going to see Frankenstein tonight? I'd hate for you to miss it.
Oh, don't worry. Nothing in the world would keep me from seeing a movie about a mad scientist with delusions of godhood.
Cool.
앞으로 가란 말이야.
Why don't you go look for your car now?
And leave Einie stuck on a ledge? Never! Dogs are much more important than any silly rocket car. Especially one that doesn't work at all.
저기.
Well, I'll go off and see if I can get some help.
You do that. I'll stay here and see if I can think of a way to get Einie off that ledge.
자동차가 아닌가? 그래서 어쩐다.
Don't touch those! They're very sensitive!
Sorry.
Don't touch those!
Sorry.
끌었잖아, 관심을. 얘들아.
How goes the fundraising?
Not so good. Must be the depression. Maybe I'll apply for a government grant.
그렇게 도움 안 되네, 이분도.
Hey, Edna.
Mr. Crockett, what can I do for you?
여기서 뭐 왔어?
What are you doing out here in the middle of the night?
Saving people from alcohol.
Broken any stories tonight?
Only the usual. Mayor Thomas trying to slink out of the speakeasy. Frankie Needles crashing his car into a fire hydrant. Nothing that'll get me the front page.
Hey, I got a hot lead for you.
Oh? What is it?
I can't tell her that. It could get him in trouble.
노래가 좋네요.
What was that song you were singing earlier?
Do you like it? I wrote it myself. It really gets the toes tapping at the Stay Sober Society meetings. Although I suppose that could be the Shakes. Would you like to hear it again?
그래 뭐 한번 더
sure.
들어주지.
I knew if I waited long enough, somebody would request it. You say you've lost your self-respect, but you should care. It's not too late to redirect and start to care. Don't despise the good and pure. Time to rise up from the sewer. Wash off all that foul manure. Show the world you care. You should care. You should care what people think of you. Of goals that you could name, reclaiming your good name is what you ought to do. You should care. You should care.
박자가 틀린다.
If your reputation is in disrepair, it's not going to hurt you to reclaim your virtue, for you should care.
Catchy.
You really think so?
Yeah, it's got a good hook to it.
One needs a good hook if one is fishing for souls.
노래 가사 좀 적어.
Do you think I could have a copy of your You Should Care lyrics? I've got a club of my own that could really use some inspiring.
Sure. Let me just get a page out of the hymnal. There you are.
Hey, thanks.
오! 개에
What have you got against dogs anyway?
They're smelly, rude, completely unable to take care of themselves, and frankly, they're not very bright. If I had my druthers, dogs would be banned from public places.
Harsh.
It's a harsh world, Mr. Crockett.
다음.
Whatever happened with that speakeasy arsonist?
I was about to ask you the same question.
Me?
Don't play coy with me. I may not have any journalistically acceptable proof, but I know you had a hand in Carl Sagan's daring escape from the authorities.
야, 이거 위험한 사건이네.
Did you think that Sagan was innocent?
I used to, but after he escaped, 2 more speakeasies were torched in Colfax and Georgetown.
That's just a coincidence.
Coincidence? Or is our friend Carl a serial arsonist?
아하, 큰일 났네.
I'm pretty sure that Carl Sagan didn't start those fires.
We'll see. One of the reasons I'm camped out so close to Tannen's new speakeasy is it gives me the chance to catch the arsonist in the act. It'd make a great story for my column.
Trixie.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about Trixie Trotter, would you?
Kid Tannen's latest conquest? Well, she claims to be a lounge singer from Seattle, but my sources in Washington have never heard of her. I mean, honestly, Trixie Trotter, what kind of name is that?
헐, 질투하나 보네. 질투하면 모든 게 싫어 보이는 거야. 아, 신나는 대박.
What's going on with you and Emmett? The last time I saw you, you seemed to be kinda interested in him.
That was before I belatedly realized that his agreement to host my Stay Sober Society was a clever ruse to ferry barrels of hooch to his so-called laboratory.
Sorry about that.
Now his very presence fills me with an irrepressible urge to pick at his philosophical and intellectual foundations with every tool in my vocabulary.
So you're not dating?
Dating? The mere thought of romantic involvement with that undisciplined techno-anarchist is preposterous.
Good.
Trixie.
You know, Trixie Trotter sings a song that sounds a lot like your You Should Care.
She does?
Yeah, but hers is a little more carefree.
That's what you get when you sing for booze hounds and gangsters.
그런가? 딱히 할 게 없네.
See ya.
Keep fighting the good fight.
아. 아휴. 다시 임무에 충실하게 하라. 새로운 노래를 받았죠. 좀 대답해야 되나? 열려라 참깨.
Welcome back, sir.
바로 들여보내주네. 다행이다.
Looks like Parker's still parked.
얘 돌아왔어. 아고.
I really should give these lyrics to someone who could do them justice.
얘한테 보여주겠다. 얘한테 보여주지.
Hey, Trixie, look over there!
Why?
그쵸, 여기.
Didn't you see it?
No.
Never mind. You Should Care. Much better song for her.
슈케어가 있나? 걱정해야 해요.
You should care. You should care what people think of you.
She's right. I can turn my life around.
Sure you can.
You know what? I used to be a good cop. And yeah, I've had a few bad breaks, possibly even a psychotic one that caused me to imagine a disappearing space car. But I'm a good man. And all I need to do to win Betty back is be the same good man I always was. And let the chips fall where they may.
All right. So, now what?
Now I wait. Wait for the moment to take down Kid Tannen, restore my good name, and win back the heart of Betty Lipinski.
Hold that
좋았어.
thought. I bet that moment is just around the corner.
오케이, 여기까지 됐고. 다음. 충실하게 만들었어. 얘랑.
Trixie?
Yeah?
아서를 봤어요.
I happen to see Arthur McFly.
Tonight?
Uh-huh.
How is he? Where's he staying?
I didn't manage to find out.
If you see him again, tell him I'm looking for him, okay? I could really use his advice in regards to my you-know-what.
할머니가 아서의 할머니.
Break a leg out there.
Thanks.
봤어. 여기 배신하게만 하면 돼.
Hey, Danny.
Hey, I don't think I ever caught your name.
I never threw it, and now I'm not sure I should, what with you being an upstanding member of the police force again.
Fair enough. I think I owe you a little anonymity. Just don't step out of line on my watch, you hear?
Loud and clear, Officer Parker. Still ready to arrest Tannen?
Ready and willing.
Cool. Hang tight. I'll see what I can come up with.
오케이.
See you soon, Danny.
Take care, buddy.
성냥개비라는
Hey! Take a hike, Squirt.
말이 안 통하는 친구가.
You're doing it again. You're trying to steal my girl, ain't you?
당연하지.
Well, I wasn't planning on it, but if Eunice is willing.
Why, you...
Looks like you need to cool.
바람 좀 쐬러 갔다 오세요. 아침에는 스프 만들고 밤에는 피아노 치시고 바쁘시네 이제. 눈길 주는데. 다음 뭘 해야 되나? 다음. 오케이. 일단 나왔다 봅시다. 이건 됐고. 우리는 아이슈타인이 필요해. 그쵸? 파이프 냄새 맡게 하려면 아이슈타인이 필요해. 아이슈타인. 내려. 나. 자극을 시켜야 돼.
Edna!
What?
기사가 있어요.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about Trixie Trotter, would you?
Kid Tannen's latest conquest? Well, she claims to be a lounge singer from Seattle, but my sources in Washington have never heard of her.
아니. 들었던 거고. 아니.
Edna!
What?
드릴 말씀 있어요.
Hey,
대구.
I got a hot lead for you.
Oh, what is it?
Kid Tannen arrested.
Oh, glorious day! When did it happen?
Well, it hasn't happened yet, but it's gonna.
Keep me posted.
제보가 싶은 일 있어요.
I got a hot lead for you.
Oh, what is it?
Officer Parker reformed.
He has? Really?
Uh-huh.
I'll need to get a statement. Where can I find him?
In the speakeasy. Hey, I got a hot lead for you.
Oh, what is it?
다음 뭘까? 이거.
Trixie Trotter turns on Tannen.
Very alliterative. But is it true? Has she really come over to our side?
Soon. Just you wait.
아, 왜 이렇게.
What have you got against dogs anyway?
They're smelly, rude, completely unable to take care of themselves, and frankly, they're not very bright. If I had my druthers, dogs would be banned from public places.
Harsh.
It's a...
잠깐만.
Hey, I got a hot lead for you.
Oh? What is it?
물어봐야겠네, 이번에는.
I can't tell her that. It could get him in trouble.
아하.
Hey,
Oh?
이거 어때?
young scientist strands dog on courthouse roof.
What?
Look over there.
Oh, for goodness sake. Mr. Brown.
Please, Miss Strickland, not now. Can't you see I've got a rather delicate situation on my hands at the moment? My trial run...
Trial run? Public hazard, I call it. And I'm sure my editor will agree. This scientific enterprise of yours represents a clear and present danger to public
You
safety.
know what represents a clear and present danger to public safety? Your singing voice.
There's no need to get personal, Mr. Brown.
Believe me, I have no intention of getting personal with you.
I'm relieved to hear it. Flying cars, of all the ridiculous
You
juvenile
mock me,
notions.
but just imagine a world in which traffic jams and car crashes are a thing of the past.
I might be more inclined to listen to you if your maiden
저렇게
voyage
붙여놨구나.
hadn't ended in a crash on one roof and a stranded dog on another.
I'm working on getting him down. Heine, how'd you get down? Clever dog.
Well, fortune favors you tonight, but I warn you to be more careful in the future.
Now,
다행이다.
how to get that rocket car back down?
그건 모르지. 이거 내가 할 거 아니야. 파이프. 아인슈타인! 찾아라.
Hey, boy, take a whiff of this.
담배 냄새 있을 텐데. 요!
Gotta love that nose.
아, 영화 보러 갔네.
I've been laying low, officer, but I've got to go to the pictures once in a while.
Hello, Arthur.
Officer,
I'll take it from here.
but...
We can talk at the Majestic, away from prying eyes.
Yeah, Einstein, you done good.
먹을 거 줘야지 그러면.
So, Emmett's gonna get his big idea while watching Frankenstein, huh? I guess that explains a lot about Doc.
그래. 전 아인슈타인, 프랭키슈타인 보러 가라고 해야겠다. 어딨어?
Testing. Sibilance.
Hey, quit playing with my equipment.
Sorry.
얘 어딨어? 원래? 얘 어디 갔어? 아인슈타인! 원래? 얘 어디 갔어? 여인숙으로 가야겠는데요? 오. 여인숙. 가자. 얘를 데리고 와야 되니까.
Hey, Doc, I could use a little help.
What's the problem?
Is Artie still here?
He's in the bathroom.
Hey, Artie, open up. You've got a gangster to bring down.
is it time for me to meet this Sylvia?
No, it's time for you to meet Trixie.
Trixie says she's got something that might be able to send Kid up the river, but that you're the only one she trusts to check it out.
Me? What is she... Oh, I know what she's done. Clever.
Care to let us in
뭔가
on the
있어.
secret?
Sorry, guys, but if Trixie's keeping it a secret, then so am I.
That's all well and good, Mr. McFly, but if you and Trixie are going to collaborate on this evidence, we'll need to arrange a rendezvous.
Well, Trixie's chained to Kid's speakeasy.
So we'll have to bring Arthur to Trixie.
No way am I getting anywhere near that place again. I don't know how you talked me into this.
Just stay back here in the shadows and don't come out until you see Trixie.
You're sure I'll be safe here?
Perfectly safe. We'd never make you take any unnecessary...
Sagan. Where's Kid?